Hey, it's Rebecca. Welcome to Garden Grace, and it's starting to sprinkle. Okay, if you caught my short that I did last night, that you saw last night, it was so hot that I almost got overheated by the time I got done with it. And today we've had over an inch of rain, and I guess we're going to get some more rains. So, just to let you know, this is my ladybug tower that if you've caught my other videos on my fall refresh, I've done the flower tower, the little 3-tier with fall crops. And then we did the refresh of the lightning bug tower with hardy greens and herbs and root crops. And so now what I want to share with you is that I am converting my ladybug tower to the strawberry tower, and it's going to be all strawberries. I've removed everything else from here so I can just devote the runners and the plants all to the pockets in this strawberry tower. And I have something really cool I want to share with you in regard to how you can get free plants. So one thing I wanted to share, though, is that there are gardeners who either cut the runners too early, or they just let the runners hang over and it just creates this tangled mess. I want to share with you this really fun way to take each of those runners and create a brand new strawberry plant without costing you a dime. You might ask, why does this even matter? And it's so interesting what I have learned through searching, researching, and I have four strawberry plants that I bought last December from Bonnie, and they're in this tier. And then I have 4 strawberry plants that I bought in March, and they're up here. Now, why is that important? It's important to know the lineage of that plant, the runners. These are the moms, and then you have your runners, which are daughters, and then those will have daughters, which is then the granddaughters. I know, too much. Okay, so the cool thing is that it's the ones from December that are putting off the runners, and I'm going to get a little bit more into that, and I'm going to share with you why it's important and how to keep up with it so that you're always going to have a crop of strawberries. You want to keep up with when you planted them, who comes from them, and then when to pull those out and to keep going, because at some point, especially if you have a problem with one of them, you don't want, if it's not vigorous, you don't really want those runners. You don't, because that can be passed on. This is what's happening next before I share with you the fun thing on these runners and what I do to keep them around. Okay, so I need to refresh the pockets, and I need to clean off all the dead leaves from around the crown. I'm going to pull out some of the old dirt and the old soil, and then I'm going to be putting together for a pocket refresh. What that soil is going to look like is my Happy Frog potting mix, the worm castings, the perlite, and then the berry toad. Okay, so y'all, this is the first I bought this. I have not used this. Did not use this on my strawberry plants at all this year. The only thing I did was the banana fertilizer. And again, I'll still be doing that. And I will link that video down below so you can check that one out on how to make your own banana fertilizer. However, this is a great time of year to start purchasing some of these. Like I've got the Plant Tone, which is the organic, all natural fertilizer for a lot of my other crops, but the Berry Tone is perfect for the strawberries. Now, the other thing I love to know is, okay, well, how much do you put in for refreshing each pocket? So this is a 1-gallon container. There's going to be 10 cups of the Happy Frog potting mix. There's going to be 5 cups of worm castings. There's going to be a 1/2 cup of perlite and then a tablespoon of the plant tone. I'm going to mix that all up, and then I'll put 1/2 to a cup of this into each pocket for refreshing it. And when you do that, y'all, don't cover up the crown of the strawberry plant. You want to make sure that that soil stays away from that. And so that's really the first things that I'm going to be doing after I take care of my runners. So let me share that with you next. Okay, if you're not interested in understanding about the lineage with strawberries, just zip ahead at this point of the video, because I wanted to just show you. So I've created a strawberry lineage flow chart, and it's going to be in the Garden Grace printables. I'll give you the link below so that you can go and you can print this off for yourself. And so again, the mothers, that is year 1, right? And so you're going to either buy a new plant or you're going to buy a new runner to get growing. Okay. Then for the mother in year 2 and 3, that's when they're vigorous. They put off runners, and you're going to start rooting their daughters. So, and honestly, that is the best time to propagate. So then mother for year 4 and over, you need to retire the mother. You need to pull it out. I know that will be hard for me. However, I'm learning that when you do these certain things like thinning radishes and carrots, it's better for them. And so you're going to stop rooting from that. Now, if you want to just keep it and or you're not ready to replace it, you just stop rooting runners from it. Okay, now then, you've got your daughter from the first year of that runner and you want to have that, get it into the tower, and that's going to start, that very first one is going to start replacing the mother. And then the daughter in their second and third year, that you're going to now start rooting granddaughters. And that's optional whether you want to do that or not. And only do it if the mother was vigorous, if she was producing well and didn't have any disease, because otherwise all you're doing is passing on a diseased mother's traits to the daughter and granddaughter. And then the granddaughter, year 1 to 2. And this you're going to use sparingly. And you're only going to keep that one if it is vigorous. And you do not keep chaining endlessly, like from the mother to the daughter to the granddaughter to the great-granddaughter to the great-great-granddaughter. You don't keep doing that. When I say that this year and next year, you're not going to have to buy new plants, it is a good thing, though, that every 3 years you do want to buy a few new plants to start that next lineage of vigorous growing strawberry plants that are going to produce beautiful fruits for you. And anyway, this will be in the Garden Grace printables in Google Docs, and I will give you the link to be able to print this all for yourself so that you can start creating your own binder of helpful information so that your garden can continue being successful. I do it because sometimes I forget certain things. And so I like to be able to thumb back through and say, now, what was I supposed to do here? Yes, that's what I like to do. Okay, now for the really fun part. Sometimes the runners are not going to line up exactly with an open pocket. Now, for me, and see this one, oh, it just doesn't quite reach, does it? So what am I going to do about that? Well, I actually have already done a few so that I can show you right now. You see the little green pot right here? That's a runner that for the short that I did, I got planted, and another one I actually have 4, and I've attached them to the pocket so that I don't have to cut them and make them fit. I don't have to just let them hang dangling and not getting any extra nourishment or be able to help them get rooted. And so I wanted to show you how cute are these. I don't know if y'all have seen my little umbrellas that I've added to the garden, because after I planted my wonderful cool weather crops. Our temps hit up in the 90s, almost to 100. Feels like we're for sure over 100. And I thought, no, no. And so I had to get my patio umbrella back out. And let me just show you. So there's my patio umbrella back out. It's down right now because we had rain. And there are those cute umbrellas, pink and blue. And then my yellow one is over there because I actually just moved them out of the way so that so that all the plants could get watered and I didn't have to worry about that. And so I got these cute pots that they come in different colors. As you can see, these are the pastel color. This is lime green, this is blue. And what I did for rooting them is I put in a half a cup of my Happy Frog and a half a cup of perlite, and then just a pinch of the berry tone, which was like 1/8 of a teaspoon. Mix that up, lightly watered it so it was good and moist, and then I packed the cup with that and placed the runner in it and then clipped it. And these clips I got also, y'all. I'll give you links to these because both of these, they didn't cost hardly anything. And okay, I can hear you saying, but wait a minute, I thought you said this wasn't going to cost me any money. You know, these are things you're going to use and reuse and reuse. It's the strawberry plant that I'm helping save you money with for sure, besides these, because they're not expensive. This is a stainless steel clip, garden clip. I had these on my Cherokee purple tomato plants that the squirrel had gotten to, and anyway, to keep the netting together onto them. But anyway, so this is how I clip that onto the pocket, and that's what I'll do with this one, is I'm going to put it in there, clip it, so that, actually, I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to clip it. Yeah, no, it'll work right there. So I'll clip it right there. And that way, it's like these runners, the runner part, that is like the umbilical cord. And it's going to be feeding that baby, that daughter, until she grows her own roots, where then I will clip it off and get it placed into a pocket. And then keep up with, I've got my diagram that I can keep up with where each of these are going. Again, so I know the lineage and I'll know what to expect, when to expect it, and what to do next. So that's what I'm going to do. And I just thought you would love seeing, if you go and look at the short, I'll link that here as well. Then you can see me filling up the cup and placing the runner, the baby runner, into it. Smells like we have a skunk around. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen in your garden. So here's the secret. Instead of buying new plants every season, I'm going to let my tower multiply itself with strawberry plants. Every runner that I clip and put into these little pots is another strawberry plant that I have just created for free. And what I love about doing that is you are in control of the quality of the plant, the lineage, how much it's going to produce for you, and you know every step of the way what's going on, what's been given to it. Because again, I'll be putting barytone in my mothers. I'll give them a little dose of barytone when I do the soil refresh. And yet next week, I'll do the banana fertilizer, the liquid fertilizer that I create, and I will put that in the link below too, so that you can see how inexpensively it is to make your own. And I'm not going to be putting that on the newly potted runners because they are, again, being fed through the umbilical cord attached to the mother, and so they don't need anything extra. All right, y'all, if you have learned something interesting, gained some new insight into strawberries or how to grow them, how to track them, the soil refresh for them, give me a thumbs up so that YouTube will share this to others and to help them in the success of their strawberry journey. And if you aren't part of the Garden Grace family, I would love for you to be part of it. And that way you will know each and every time that I come live with a new video just for the success of your garden. If you've got strawberry runners, be sure and root them and harvest them. And that way you'll have strawberries for years to come. And let me know what your experience is with growing strawberries, because obviously if you've been growing them, you've been doing it longer than me, and I love to learn from each one of you as well. All right, y'all, as always, I will see you back here in Garden Grace with another video just for you. Bye.